Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will look at two important statistical tests often used in applied linguistics research, ANOVA and ANCOVA. They sound similar, but they have slightly different purposes. By the end of this video, you will know when to use each one. Let's begin with ANOVA, which stands for Analysis of Variance. ANOVA is used to compare the means of two or more groups to see whether there are significant differences. For instance, imagine you are examining whether different feedback types improve EFL learner speaking performance. You have three groups of EFL learners. One receives written feedback, another oral feedback, and a third computer-generated feedback. At the end of the term, you compare their speaking test marks. ANOVA will tell you whether there are statistically significant differences in the speaking performance of the three groups. What it won't tell you is which groups differ from one another. For that, you would run post-hoc tests such as Tukey's test. Now, let's turn to ANCOVA, or Analysis of Covariance. Like ANOVA, ANCOVA compares group means, but it also adjusts for the effects of other variables, known as covariates, that might affect the outcome. Let's return to the same study on feedback and speaking performance. Imagine that the learners entered the study at different proficiency levels. Some were beginners, some intermediate, and some advanced. Clearly, that initial proficiency could affect their final speaking marks, regardless of the type of feedback they received. Using ANCOVA, you can include those proficiency levels as a covariate. In applied linguistics research, it's also common to use learners' pretest marks as a covariate, so that the post-test marks are compared after adjusting for where each learner started. This can accurately tell you whether the type of feedback itself actually made the difference. In applied linguistics, that's especially useful because factors like age, proficiency, or motivation often influence the outcomes. To recap, use ANOVA when you want to test whether groups differ, and ANCOVA when you want to test whether groups differ after adjusting for other variables. Both can be applied to two or more groups. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with other researchers. See you next time.